Okay. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Good morning. If everybody could find their seats, please. All right, everybody. My name is Cohen Geiger, and I am a junior here at Northwest High School.
I'm Reagan Shelton. I'm a senior here at Northwest High School.
I'm Hank McKelvey. I'm a fifth grader at Northwest School.
I am Camden Junty. I'm a fifth grade student from Murphy Elementary.
We thank you for joining us this morning to spend time with members of our community and hear exciting updates from our school district, from the Jefferson County Growth Association and from our Jefferson County, Missouri Executive, Dennis Gannon.
At this time, please stand for the presentation of colors by Brennan Woods, Boy Scout Troop 535.
Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward march. Will the audience please place your hand over your heart? Color guard, post the colors. And please repeat after me the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance color guard dismissed.
Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by members of the Northwest High School Choir.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last
I would like to introduce Donna Hickman to deliver the invocation, after which we will begin the meal.
Thank you. Let us pray. Father God, we thank you for the gift of this new day and pray that you will help us to use it well. We thank you for the servant leaders who are with us today, Father, for the first responders who protect our communities every day, for the road crews and MoDOT crews who are going to protect us through this storm to come. We thank you for our elected leaders and their willingness to serve, for the business people who bring our communities prosperity, for the educators who are here helping our students find their place in this world, and for the students who are here today taking their first steps in leadership. Oh Lord, we thank you for the gifts that you have given, equipping us to lead, and we thank you for the desire that you have given us to be leaders in our communities. Today, Father, we are especially grateful for your blessings upon Jefferson County. We ask, Lord, that you will continue to shower your blessings upon us, on the state of Missouri, and on our country. We pray especially, Father, that our leaders will lead with compassion, with humility, and with justice. And Father, that we will always seek you for guidance. And so today, Lord, we ask blessings on Jefferson County and the state of Missouri, and God bless America. It is in your blessed name we pray, and we all agree together and say, amen. Let's eat.
normally have at least a pencil. There's a pencil.
Or I can bring you a card, whichever you
Give me
prefer.
a card too.
And I'll bring you one of my cards. Great.
That.
Thank you so much, Ray. Let me give you that. I'm going to go grab one of my cards for you.
Sure. Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
That's better.
Hey, yes, buddy. I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker, but dude, I gotta wake up because I'm not a morning person. Thank you, buddy. You are the man. How's Mama doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Living life, really. Not much going on right now. So. Yeah.
Baseball season's right around the corner.
Yeah.
There you go.
got one. I was coming to give you one
Yep.
of these.
I got a hold of
Sue,
Yep.
how's your tooth? How's your tooth?
That's okay right now. I gotta go.
Yeah.
State of the art stuff. Yeah, crazy stuff.
Yes.
Super crazy. But I'm glad I got in because I didn't want it to get bad. I haven't had any pain with it, which I'm like, that's great.
Well, you may be able to get in sooner because it's going to get bad weather, and some people.
I know, right? I would
know.
love that.
Yeah.
I would love that.
The Northwest School District offers our students many opportunities to find individual geniuses and chances to use our voices.
Our Northwest News Crews would like to welcome you and share a few of these opportunities with you.
Although you guys only get to spend one day here, we get to spend every day here.
And we are excited to showcase the major parts of our life.
Let's go! Here at Northwest, our classes prepare our students to become future scientists.
Doctor.
Entrepreneurs.
Northwest Athletics teaches us discipline,
Resilience. Perseverance.
Here at Northwest, our clubs allow you to experience
Musical programs. Theater programs.
choir, startup,
Pride Academy. Thank you for spending the day with us at Northwest. Remember to be respectful, responsible, resilient, and ready.
As you saw in the images that ran on the screen during breakfast, our fellow student leaders demonstrate their geniuses and share their voices every day in different ways. As can be seen by the fact that 9 of our 10 schools have achieved Leader in Me Lighthouse status. We believe strongly in student leadership, shared ownership, and celebrating our successes together.
By recognizing that we are in charge of our decisions, making a plan for success, working first and playing second, working towards mutual success, listening before we speak, and working together, we find celebrations every day. One of the 7 habits we do best here is sharpening the saw, and we want to thank our Northwest High School cheerleaders who are going to give us a chance to balance work and play and get us warmed up for our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jennifer Hector's district update.
Thank you. We appreciate our cheerleaders for being here. Let's give them one more round of applause. Thank you. We also would like to recognize our band who gave us some jazz this morning on your way in, and our choir for singing the national anthem. We are very grateful for our performance groups who always make us proud, whether it's throughout the region or throughout the nation. These cheerleaders back here just recently got back from Dallas, where they competed in the National Cheerleader Association competition. It made us very proud there. We thank them for their service and for being here this morning. Thank you. We would also like to thank our directors and their coaches for getting them up really early in the morning for any event that we ask them to be at. And so we'd like to thank our choir director, Archer Tribbett. We'd like to thank Brianna Gerling, our cheerleading coach, and Brett Dunsford, our band director, for being here this morning. I want to thank again our MCs, Reagan Shelton, Cohen Geiger, Camden Genty, and Hank McKelvey, as well as our student volunteers and their families who've donated their service and time today. It feels like their sacrifice might be rewarded this week by sleeping in a little bit if the National Weather Service is correct. We're going to see. We will all be talking very early in the morning, I'm sure. We want to welcome you to Lion Nation. It is an honor to be here as your superintendent of schools of the Northwest R1 School District. And we'd like to briefly share what makes us a special place to call home. Our community is one that is filled with incredible resilience, passion, and commitment to building a brighter tomorrow for every single one of our students. This day would not be possible without the vision and determination of both students and staff who are in attendance today, as well as all of those who worked behind the scenes. As you have already had a chance to see, Northwest is a district that is extremely proud. And we are grateful to the Jefferson County Growth Association for allowing us to host this important event today. On your table, there is a card that lists all of the people who were involved in today's event. I'm going to go ahead and name almost all of them. Please hold your applause, but if you are named and you would please stand up and be recognized, we would appreciate it. So we'd like to thank our maintenance and custodial staff for setup and cleanup, our technology department for the audio-visual setup and support, to SFE, Chef Tori and her team for the delicious meal this morning, to our central office and building administrators who coordinated our student leaders and helped prepare for today, especially Dr. Stella Veland, who is the captain of this ship, and our district activities director, Kyle Wampler. Thank you to our student-run store for designing and printing the pouches that are on your table for you to take home. A special thanks to Barrett Sohn, lead designer, and Derek Durham, instructor, for their commitment to providing a quality product. Thank you to our Grow Your Own Teacher program and Amy Martin for assembling your centerpieces. Thank you to the Northwest News for their inspiring and completely student-designed video. Thank you to Boy Scout 535 for the presentation of the colors. We would be remiss if we did not acknowledge the leadership of a very special leader who works both in our ranks and who serves the Jefferson County Growth Association, Dr. Dorian Dow, for her hard work that is making our time together memorable and meaningful. Please give them a round of applause. We would also like to acknowledge and show appreciation for our partnerships within this room and throughout the county. Our future will be defined by continuing the mutual support that we enjoy and building our communities with shared vision, cooperation, and unity. On your table, you see a lighthouse as a centerpiece and as a symbol on your swag bag that the students designed for you. In Lion Nation, the lighthouse has become an important representation of our beliefs about what our roles are as educators, how children grow and learn, and who graduates can be when they walk across our stages in May. Many people spend too much time trying to be the captain of someone else's boat. Learn to be a lighthouse, and the boats will find their way. Each of you in this room understands that leadership is required and expected in both rough waters and in smooth seas. Within and beyond our school walls, we believe we must prepare our students to lead in all contexts by challenging them with productive struggle and a growth mindset. Our district mission underscores that we empower our students to stand tall with respect, responsibility, and resilience to ensure that they are ready for success in an ever-changing, complex world. We would like to acknowledge our Board of Education members who model these traits for us and our students and throughout the community. These non-political community leaders offer their unpaid time toward the betterment of others. They are involved, vested, and active. I would like to thank them for their service and ask them to please stand and be recognized. All right, a little about us. The Northwest School District is the 34th largest school district in the state of Missouri. There are over 500, and so being 34th largest is quite an accomplishment. We serve 5,977 students on 10 campuses. We have an early childhood center that is continuously expanding within the center, but also within our elementary schools. We know that early education and intervention is one of the most significant predictors of student success, and the growth of our early childhood programs is one of our most important priorities. Lion Nation is approximately 25 miles long and has 6 elementary schools up and down Highway 30, with Murphy Elementary at the most northwestern part of our district and Maple Grove at the southeastern part. Our 2 middle schools, Valley and Woodridge, feed into this beautiful high school, and we are excited to share that starting in the 25-26 school year, we are going to renovate the Cedar Hill Intermediate Campus and open that as a coordinated intervention services campus. With the goal of meeting every child's needs and providing all students accessible routes to graduation, this campus will aim to provide a site for alternative learning, mental health resources, therapy, and increased interventions. In High Ridge, we have all enjoyed the sidewalk improvements in the beautiful lighting that was supported by Brian Haskins. I figured that would give him a round of applause. Hopefully you have also seen that High Ridge Elementary has received a new facelift and the beautiful edifice that is now High Ridge Elementary, which are pictured at the bottom of this slide. To that end, we want to thank our patrons for supporting the work that is happening within the Northwest School District. In April of 2023, we were lucky enough to pass a $28 million no tax increase bond issue, and you can see some of the projects that we are working on with those funds. This bond issue allowed us to complete secure vestibules in all of our schools and provide increased safety through additional surveillance, fire panels, and improvements. Just beyond this wall, a storm shelter addition is being built that will provide 2-story unit of a weight room, wrestling room, and multi-purpose space for all of our organizations. We appreciate that we will also have a gymnasium at House Springs Elementary and a fine arts addition at Valley that will also be storm shelter rated. We are grateful for our partnerships of our first responders who have helped guide us along the way, for our construction manager, SM Wilson, and our friends at Jefferson County who have made these improvements high quality, and we know that it is because of these partnerships that we will open and use all of these projects starting in the fall of 2025. It's amazing how efficient and effective we can be when we're all working together, have strong communication and mutual interest in success. In Lion Nation, we center ourselves around 3 main ideas. We love what we do, we learn every day, and we lead the way. At the heart of our work and at the heart of our community is love. We love our children, our families, our neighbors, and our county. Whether it is the teachers in our classrooms who foster an environment of care and safety, the families who volunteer in classrooms, attend every event, and fundraise regularly, or the residents who support our schools in countless ways, love is the basis for our shared success. Each of us has the ability to uplift and transform. We believe that adults who love what they do create a life of fulfillment, promise, and joy for themselves and their neighbors. In Northwest, we are deeply committed to ensuring that every child, every family, and every individual feels valued, supported, and included. We want every child to find their genius and have an opportunity to explore many paths on their way to discovering their purpose. We provide 38 clubs and activities for students, including multiple opportunities for leadership, community service, growth in science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. Northwest offers 18 different sports, including middle school sports for our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Research proves that students who are involved in clubs, activities, and sports have higher attendance and increased academic outcomes. These students are better prepared to meet the expectations of the larger world. Our districts are often among the largest county employers, and our priority is to ensure that our staff love what they do so that they can be mentors and role models for our students. Over the past 4 years, we have enhanced our pathway for aspiring educators and have created a Grow Your Own mentoring program to provide support for students who aspire to be school teachers. Our public school districts are the lighthouses for many families who are navigating turbulent waters. We are proud of our employees who donate a portion of their income and participate in designated days to support the Northwest Way. Our staff contribute to community organizations that work tirelessly as beacons of hope for those who are struggling. Loving what we do is the foundation that propels us forward, even in the face of adversity. It is the energy that fuels the positive change we are building together. Love is a start, but it is not enough. We must also commit ourselves to learning, both individually and collectively. In Lion Nation, we believe in the power of education to open doors, break barriers, and inspire the next generation of Jefferson County, state, and national leaders. The fair and equitable education of every child is the key to creating opportunities, fostering understanding, and preparing our children to tackle the problems that we all face. Just this morning, walking around the room and meeting people, I heard many, many times, I was a graduate of Northwest. If you're a graduate of Northwest, would you please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. This year we graduated 407 students, of whom 41% went on to a 4-year college, 37% attended 2-year college or trade school, and 14% joined the workforce. Our Northwest High School students enrolled in 1,095 dual credit and AP courses. And Valley Middle School was recognized for being a distinguished school for Project Lead the Way. Our Project Lead the Way pathways are biomedical engineering and computer science. One of the most cherished partnerships we have is with Jefferson College. We have 51 students who are enrolled in the Jefferson College Area Technical School, and we know that Suzanne Richardson and that team are constantly looking for ways to expand offerings for Jefferson County students. We must always strive for more. It is vital that we create a community culture where lifelong learning is valued. where every member of our community, from the youngest student to the oldest resident, has the opportunity to discover their worth, to expand their knowledge, and fulfill their potential. This past year, our district was proud to engage in a partnership with a program called Step Up that is led by the Chief Advancement Officer for Lafayette Industries, Vicki James. We have a table of Lafayette Industries folks here today. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. If you are unfamiliar with this program, the Step Up program is new to Jefferson County, and it is a competitive employment training program for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I am a parent of an adult with autism, and I have experienced personally that the transition from high school to the workforce is extremely difficult, if not impossible, for many of our people who have different abilities. And yet we live in a society that purports staff shortages and severe lack of applicants. Our commitment to learning must be inclusive and go beyond the classroom. As a county, we can continue to forge relationships between our school districts, local businesses, manufacturers, and our service organizations to provide productive pathways for all of our students. Oh, I lost my clicker. Okay, got it. Working in a public school district is a soul-filling experience. We feel blessed to do it every day. Looking around the room today, and you see Jefferson County students who are already embracing their important responsibilities to serve and lead with integrity. Leadership is a natural extension of learning. It is about setting an example for others, being brave enough to make difficult decisions, and take responsibility for the future we are shaping. As a community, we lead by standing up for what is right, by advocating for those who are not heard, and by stepping forward when the need is greatest. Northwest is proud to integrate the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People through our work as Leader in Me schools. We have districts throughout the region and throughout the nation who come to visit our schools to learn from our student leadership. 9 of our 10 schools have earned Lighthouse status. What that means is that we go beyond the words that we speak. We live our beliefs through our actions every day. In Lion Nation, we have had the opportunity to send one of our phenomenal educators forward as a Regional Teacher of the Year in Missouri. And Michelle Howard, one of our art teachers, was recently named the National Elementary Art Teacher of the Year for 2025. Our students, family, and educators are leading the way, and we do so together. Decision-making in our district is student-focused, and it is often student-led. And we value the voices of our students and their parents in our parent lighthouse groups, our student action teams, and our superintendent advisory councils. We lead by empowering others, by building trust, and by working together toward a common vision of a brighter future. In closing, I know I speak for everyone in Lion Nation in welcoming you to Northwest and thanking you for being here today. We are grateful for the forward-thinking accomplishments that are already being done here in Jefferson County. We are excited for what lies ahead. Our community is strong and our potential is limitless when we work together to create an environment where every child, every family, and every individual can thrive. Thank you for your dedication and your unwavering commitment to Jefferson County. Together we will build a future that all of our children deserve. Please help me now in welcoming Dan Govero, the Jefferson County Growth Association President, to share updates of this important organization. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad to be here today to represent the Growth Association, and we appreciate the Northwest R1 School District for all the hard work and all the people and the kids involved to make this a success and to have what we have today. We were worried about the weather, but it looks like we lucked out. It's cold, but it's not snowing. So I want to thank, again, all the Northwest School people that were involved in helping this, especially Doreen Dow, who really kept pulling things together. Without her help, we would not have gotten all this done. You don't realize how much it takes to put this promotion together in the state of the county, because it takes a lot of behind-the-scenes work. And again, the kids and all helped out so much this time. It's been great. One thing I need to do is thank the sponsors that helped put this together. Without their funds, we couldn't put this together. And they helped throughout the year with other things. But the H&J family of companies is our new gold sponsor. They just came on board this year, and they are a very great company. I've toured their place, and it's very clean and nice. It's a really neat place and a big addition to the county. Silver sponsors is Compass Health Network, Good Earth Tools, and Goverill Land Services. Our bronze sponsors are Ameren, Missouri, AT&T, Bloomsdale Bank, Enterprise Bank and Trust, Express Mart Home Service Oil, First State Community Bank, Jim Butler Chevrolet, Mercy, North Cannabis Dispensaries, Production Castings, and SAPAL. Again, we want to thank all those people for their participation. All business sponsors are Bridgewater and Associates, F.W. Petrovic Graphic Signs. He's one that helps us make all our banners and signs, so he's really a great guy. Fireworks City, Laborers Local 110, Northwest Jefferson County Chamber of Commerce, and Sheet Metal Workers Local 36, Tim Whitney, and Far County Executive, and W. Mann Plumbing Company. Those are the people that keep us alive at the Growth Association. I want to put a shout out to Dr. Dina McCaffrey at the college. She's not only making the college greater and bigger and better, but she also won the most influential businesswomen in the St. Louis County Business Journal. That's a really good shout out for Jefferson County to be recognized by St. Louis County, and we are getting them to take notice that we are here. Also want to thank Leader Publications. We're one of the few counties or areas that have a local newspaper yet, and they keep us informed of what's going on in the county and around, and they do a great job, and I know they won a lot of awards for their writings at the newspaper. So we need to keep the newspaper going. This time we'd like to recognize some of the people, and let's start with the veterans. If there's a veteran who's serving or has served, please stand. We thank you for your service, because if you hadn't done what you did, we wouldn't be here again, because we wouldn't have the freedom that we have. The federal legislators, anybody that's a federal legislator or their representative, please stand. There. State legislators, if you're state or involved with state, stand. Thank you. County legislators, other than, next is the county council. Stand. We all got one table. Thank you for serving in the county and keeping us, trying to guide us for everything that's going on in the county and keep us straight and narrow, and hopefully to promote the future. First responders, could please stand. And we thank you for your service, because a lot of times we need more than what we think we need, and you're there to help us and get us any emergency needs. JCA Board of Directors. We have a large board. They say board, that big of a board don't work, but our people are really involved. They have many things that we committees, and they're all on a committee, and they all take a committee in their hands, and they keep track of it. And if you cross some of the stuff they want to do, we hear about it. So we like to provide what we can for the county to promote the county. So would the JCA Board of Directors stand? And then we want to recognize Sharon Floyd, our Executive Director. My gosh, without her, we would never get all this stuff done. She worries night and day, believe me. We work good together. She calls me at night or in the day, in the morning early. She said, we got this going, we got to get this done, and she takes care of most of everything. Without her, like I said, we wouldn't be where we're at today. I wanted to mention now I'll talk about some of the events that we try to do at the JCGA to bring the notoriety and bring the county and bring people into the county to spend their money. We just started a new event. We kept thinking, how can we get all the chambers together and the county together to have an event, a networking event? So we come up with this Jefferson County Together. All 5 chambers participate in it, and the whole county, open or not, whether you're not in the chamber or not, doesn't make any difference. But we have a networking event. We play games. We get people loosened up, and they talk to each other. If they find out, hey, there's businesses here in the county that can do what we need to do, and we're not using them. So we're doing this to put it together, and it's really been successful so far. We're drawing about 100 people in at a time, and so we play some games to loosen people up and get them out to talk to each other and learn what they do and what they do for the county. The other thing we've been doing is the JCA Businesswomen Storyteller Social. And I don't know how many of you gals have been to one of our, you think it's pretty good? I mean, it seems like we're drawing people from all over. Everybody I talk to really enjoys it, and it's free. So is the Jefferson County Together free. We try to put those free events in to draw, provide for the people. That's what our Growth Association does. And the business women, we're drawing some people from outside the county even. That's even greater. So we have a spring biannual breakfast coming up in April. The 35th Annual Golf Classic is June the 6th. We moved this up to different times of the year because there's too many golf tournaments at the end of the year. We're running over each other. But this is our biggest fundraiser. Again, we have to raise funds to provide some of these free things and some of the other events that we try to do and promote the county. The legislative forum is, again, in June, usually after their legislators out of session, so they can tell us what really went on in Jeff City and their feelings of what can be done in the future. The 10th Annual Bottleneck Bridge Ride. This is going to be a bigger one this year because it's the 10th annual. The Bottleneck Bridge Ride, we bring over 600 people in, ride their bikes, and we get those people from all over the country to come in. So it's they like the scenery but they don't like our hills. But it's a long ride and it's always very good, and it takes up a whole day, and people come back from there to enjoy what we have with the wineries and so forth in the county. And I think they said last year, they said an economic value was about $36,000 for the day to bring it in. So it's an important event. The biannual fall meetings in September. And this year again, it'll be the Jeffersonian Awards, where we will be in October. And what we do is award to large business, small business, individual, and charity that supports the county and do things for the county. Our website keeps getting updated. It's a good way to find out what's going on in the county, and so we try to keep that updated, and Sharon does a great job of that. And if you need to sign up for any events, that's where you go to. So the One Voice, One Plan that was started a long time ago, we were trying to put every year update it to tell the legislators this is what we want in the county. This is what we wanted to have to represent the people. But it seems like it hasn't worked as well or it's run out. So what we're trying to do now is a quarterly newsletter. So if you know of anything that's getting built or things that's happening in the county that people should know, let Sharon know. And we're doing, again, a quarterly newsletter of One Voice, One Plan. I think there's some back there on the table. The other thing that we had to give up at the JCGA is tourism. The Jefferson County Tourism was a branch of the JCGA, and we found out we couldn't get any state funds unless it was a separate organization. So they did break out. We have a Jefferson County Tourism Commission, and we received, I think it was 100 and some thousand matching grant last year to advertise tourism for the county, and it has to be used outside the county. So it's a great boom for us, and I think a great boom for the county and bring people in. Again, tourism is big, bigger than you think, but we need to support that and keep it going. So for what we do, the Shop Jefferson County campaign, that's one of our big things we do is billboards, social media, live stream is helping us. And so we want to keep that going so people shop in Jefferson County. When you order online, we get no tax or nothing out of that. But if you buy at the grocery store, you buy at the local store, you buy things here, and there is more here than you think if you really look. But if you buy here, the sales tax goes to help support our county, our roads, and our ambulance and fire districts, all those things that we need here in Jefferson County. So if you, in parks, if you want all these amenities, we have to pay for them somehow. And the sales tax is how it's done. And I want to commend Jason Jonas because he's really been great on using our money to upgrade and rebuild roads. Our wagon trails are needed to be widened and fixed, and he's doing a great job of doing that with the money that he gets. Jason, stand up, take a bow. Yeah. He's really done. I mean, you see roads being rebuilt all over the place and making them much better and safer. So it's a great thing. So if you can, find stuff in Jefferson County to buy, spend your money here. Maybe we bring other people in too in the county with tourism and with the bike trails and all the things we do, and they spend their money here and we get that sales tax also. So in closing, I want to say with me, shop, live, play, work, visit, and stay in Jefferson County. So we want to say, go Jefferson County. Hope you enjoy it, and keep everything moving here and keep growing. Thanks. I guess this time I'm going to introduce Dennis Gannon, our county executive, and we'll find out what we're going to do. Thanks.
Thank you. Can all of you hear me? I know one thing for sure right now. This audience is not clapping. It's not very engaged right now. So I'm not going to feel bad if I get no applause at all. In fact, I will say, that is great. Does this microphone raise up? Yeah, I guess it does. Does that sound somewhat better? Okay. Now if I can tighten it. There we go. I feel kind of relieved. I really probably can leave half my speech out now since most of it's already been covered by the previous speakers. Even Jason Jonas got a shout out. The last guy in this room that would like to be acknowledged was Jason, and he got called out here on us today. So I'd like to say good morning, and it's a great day and a great time to work, shop, visit, and stay in Jefferson County. I would like to say thank you to the Jefferson County Growth Association for again hosting this annual event. I would like to also thank Dr. Hector. Jennifer, are you in the room? Jennifer, thank you so much, and Dr. Dorian Dow for their support and everything they've done here for the event today. I do consider it a privilege to stand here today and present the State of the County Annual Report to you. Today I will be sharing with you recent successes here in Jefferson County, and then discuss a few initiatives that will be started, ongoing, or completed during the year. I will then have a few remarks, closing remarks, and I'm going to move this a little bit because I think I'm fading in and out. Maybe not fading. Fading is not probably the right term. Probably the proper term is it's being amplified a lot more. So can you hear me in the back? Okay. The state of the county as we stand here today on President's Day 2025, delivering results and paving results for a brighter, more prosperous future. Last year, I spoke to this group about the results, expanding outreach, and building partnerships. Since last year, we have committed to deliver on these themes. Today, I will expound on those themes and share with you a glimpse of visualized Jefferson County. So some of you, if you'd like to take another picture, anybody took a picture with this in my pocket, you're welcome to take one without in my pocket. This is a little postcard I'm going to be referencing in a few minutes about visualize Jefferson County. Since I was elected your county executive, I have challenged my administration. Hold on just a second. I hit a button here when I put my hand back down. Since I was elected your county executive, I have challenged the administration and county office holders to transform how we operate as a county government and how we deliver services to our citizens. New innovations and efficiencies have been my goal. Our citizens deserve this instead of political grandstanding and social media quips for political gain. The results of decisions that have been made over the last few years are materializing in charting a path for a brighter and more prosperous future for the citizens of Jefferson County and for those who experience Jefferson County in any manner. Before I go any further, I'd like to give a special recognition for a couple bright spots. I know they were already talking about a few things the school has here, but I was a little bit surprised they didn't mention this. I saw it in the news last week, but recently the House Springs Elementary art leaders participated in an activity called Portrait for Pause. I think there's a slide here that represents that. Did anybody see that on television? Okay. Portraits for Pause were where the students drew and painted. They visited our Animal Resource Center. They drew and painted portraits of our dogs who are awaiting for forever homes at our Jefferson County Animal Resource Center right here in House Spring. The art leaders and the students also got to spend time with a few of the puppies, all of which were available for adoption during this activity. Here's where I go back to some of my thunder's been stolen. Another beacon of hope, which is a term I think I heard Jennifer say. Is that correct, Jennifer? A beacon of hope for Jefferson County is a tremendous example of delivering results, expanding outreach, and building partnerships between the Northwest School District, Lafayette Industries, and our businesses. Some students graduating from high school encounter many challenges in making a successful transition to the next step after high school. These students need special support. The Step Up program, which is offered by Lafayette Industries to several Northwest graduating seniors and others in St. Louis metropolitan areas, is designed to bridge this gap. And I think there might be a photo here. This was taken at Wicked Chicken right here in High Ridge up on the boulevard. This was taken about a year ago. These students, this program is designed for individual students with abilities and disabilities to begin and maintain employment. The Step Up is a competitive program designed to train at helping these participants secure and maintain full-time employment with minimal to no support after graduation. In this program, individuals learn long-term social skills through innovative curriculum and AI. A significant portion of this is actually the simulator they participate, which is an artificial intelligence simulator. And I'm not sure, okay, so they actually go through a process and they deal with an artificial intelligence simulator to help them deal with scenarios on how to deal with customers, how to deal with coworkers, and how to deal with supervisors. Step Up uses evidence-based techniques to provide individuals with real-world training to assist them in successfully completing employment. I want to express my gratitude and give thanks to the Northwest School District, Lafayette Industries, and the local businesses that participate in this program. And I know I said this was not a very clapping audience today, so that is worthy of a clap. And these two examples just show a glimpse of how Jefferson County is and how wonderful and caring the citizens are. I would like to take some time to also recognize and thank my coworkers at Jefferson County. So those of you today that have worked for Jefferson County, I know we have a table full of sheriffs, we have all of our administrative staff. Would you all stand up for a little bit of acknowledgement here? You know, so these are the people that are behind those walls that every day, day in and day out, do the things that help us be better in the county, help us to get our building permits, keep our potholes filled, and all those things that they do that are really kind of silent that no one knows. And I just want to know, I appreciate that. And I don't know, did the council stand up again? Well, they're co-workers too, so you guys stand up too. The year 2024 brought the approval, beginning, and completion of several initiatives and projects throughout the county. The county invested in infrastructure, safety, and security enhancements at the Kimmswick Landing and Park area. The Jefferson County Parks Department collaborated with the Jefferson County Port for improvements on the port landing in Kimmswick. Both the Port Authority and the Jefferson County actually own property that's adjoined each other. This past year, there was a new construction of a pavilion, playground, restrooms, and security. It's interesting to note that we were never able to figure out how many people go and use our parks. So in the last 10 months, 58,000 vehicles have gone down to the landing at Kimmswick, and I was just shocked and fascinated by those numbers. I did not realize that many cars are going down there and enjoying the landing at Kimmswick. We anticipate conducting a ribbon ceremony soon to show those, to highlight those improvements. That will be sometime in March or April, and I know Tim's here somewhere at the Parks Department, so Tim will be leading that. We have been talking about the potential opportunities for Jefferson County Port Authority and the Herculaneum located in the location of Herculaneum. While the major container-on-vessel port is still a vision, the major economic expansion depends on many factors that are not under our control. However, we continue to be in discussions with parties that we will depend on for future capital. And I'd like to thank, today I had the opportunity to meet Brady Haynes. Brady, I see Brady's over here. Brady, stand up. So Brady Haynes, is one of those silent things in Jefferson County. It sits right over there on the east border. So Brady is the port director for our terminal operator known as Fred Weber. I'm sure that all of you have heard of the Fred Weber Company. They are actually the port operator in the Herculaneum. The other tremendous good news is the Jefferson County Port Authority last year purchased the terminal in Herculaneum and now has property, assets, as well as the ongoing operation. Jefferson County Port Authority has a vision to complete the conversion and expand the terminal business here. And Brady, again, I'd like to thank you for being here with us today. In addition, the port moved forward with laying the groundwork for road building, infrastructure enhancements around the port area and in the city of Herculaneum. Our staff continued to collaborate also with Crystal City, and I see Crystal City's here today, on the building of the James Hardy plant. Infrastructure has started to be built around the James Hardy plant, and you will notice there's roads being improved. The first phase of the infrastructure work for James Hardy is being completed on Riverview River Cement, Airport Road, Calvary Church, and Castle Acres. Those have all received a full depth reclamation and are like brand new. Speaking of road and bridges, the big thing that you'll notice is the kickoff of I-55 expansion began in Herculaneum in March of 2024. Federal, state, and local officials were all present at this historic event. Boy, that'll make you dizzy when you turn around and look at it at a glance. Work began on this $240 million project, which expands from Peevely through Festus and south to US 67 and CC. Additionally, Jefferson County staff participated in the Safe Street and Roads program. All of our programs are representative and work through East-West Gateway and their consultants to develop a comprehensive safety action plan. The Safe Street program is a region-wide initiative, and once completed, allows agencies to apply for planning and implementation grants focusing on regional high crash, serious injury, and fatalities. We will continue to dedicate time and capital improvements infrastructure in the county. In 2024, Jefferson County hosted a very successful stormwater training for contractors, developers, and engineers to update them on codes, rules and regulations for land disturbance, and the Clean Water Act. We will be hosting, I believe, at the end of this week, another training seminar for the stormwater team. Additionally, the county stream team continued to volunteer with cleanups in the county waterways. I encourage you to look for these events on social media and volunteer for these events. Last year, Jefferson County general revenue funds were used to complete approximately $5 million of capital renovations in the county. Since 2013, we have spent $17.8 million from general revenue funds on capital renovations. I will say, I'm proud that we have not undertaken any new debt, any long-term debt for any of these expenditures. This has all been done by saving money and spending it appropriately so that we don't go out of our means. That is good. You know, if you clap often, I can drink better. I can drink more water. To create more accessibilities for meetings and meetings for our citizens, a new agenda and meeting management system was launched in August. This system is innovative, streamlined our meeting process, and provides more online information to our citizens, all in one location. So if any of you have had a chance to watch our council meetings lately, you will see a vast improvement in what we provide. This system provides for a live voting and display feature that is displayed for those attending the meeting as well as those watching online. We are also proud to announce that Jefferson County has been designated as a Purple Heart community during 2024. The Military Order of Purple Heart objective is to support legislative efforts, encourage patriotism, create a friendly environment among combat veterans and members of their families, and ensure that we never forget. This year, our Public Works Department will soon be installing the Purple Heart designation signs at various designated roads and state-owned and county roads across the county. This last year, the County Services Department had a busy year. I know it was hard when I read these numbers to visualize this, but the processing of 163 building code violations and the Code Enforcement Division received 26,968 calls for violations. To help manage this high volume of calls, we will be implementing a new software and technology this year that will help our staff and our citizens through this process. It will also, I believe, allow you to visualize where your complaint is at. So if you have a complaint about something, you'll be able to track that in the future. The Jefferson County Building Department issued 527 building permits last year for new construction residential homes. The total value of these homes was $179 million. The average construction cost of a new home was over $342,000 per house. This construction cost estimate is becoming a bit concerning and is partially the net result of a supply and demand economics. Many real estate professionals and construction trade stakeholders have consistently told me there are not enough current residential houses or lots in our inventory to keep up. This continued upward trend is a sign of price. This continued pricing trend of going up will affect many young people for first-time home buyers from being able to realize the dream of organizing, owning their own home and a potential future in our county. In some cases, it will cause them to leave the county to find affordable homes. During our master planning process, these factors were identified and brought forward from our consultant for consideration. So you'll have with you here this postcard today, and I'd like for everybody to raise this postcard up. I know I might mention it again in the future. So those of you that could reach one, hold it up and turn around and look at it. And now you all know about the dates for a part of our planning process. On the economic front, Jefferson County once again had a lower unemployment rate than the state of Missouri at the end of 2024. The unemployment rate for the county was 3% compared to the state unemployment rate of 3.7% at the end of last year. As we move forward into 2025 and beyond, our departments are busy making improvements throughout the county. The Parks Department has conducted a major lighting upgrade at the Northwest Sports Complex just close to here. The Office of Emergency Management is leading the efforts in installing the public outdoor warning sirens throughout designated areas of the unincorporated Jefferson County. We are in unincorporated Jefferson County right now. I'm not sure where those alarms are going to be at, but the sirens that we've been missing throughout the county, we have just started installing those last week. The first siren was actually, Warren, is that correct? The first siren was installed last week. The county has experienced increased severe weather throughout the years, and this will allow us to install 100 sirens and be placed throughout the county. The system will consist of 36 sirens that are going to be installed initially and will be finished throughout the course of this year. The project will be managed by the Office of Emergency Management, and they will conduct training on how to use the system. There will also be a coordinated public education to ensure residents understand when and how the system will be used. And there you, I think, is that actually the photos from last week? Okay. Other infrastructure improvements include new service facilities building located in Hillsborough next to our current administration building. We will be celebrating a ribbon cutting later this week. Many of you know last year we broke ground on the Jefferson County Crime Lab, and I think the Sheriff's Department is probably anxious for that to take place. The 11,650 square foot facility will provide additional resources for our sheriff and his staff, as well as the prosecuting attorney's office. I know Trish was an advocate for that when that first happened. It will help them to prosecute evidence and also help them prosecute crimes. The completion of the crime lab is projected to be in the third quarter of this year. The county has invested in upgrades to our technology infrastructure, making it easier for citizens to have access to and conduct business with the county. Some of these upgrades are in the process of being implemented and will include a website refresh and online permitting, which will allow for permitting online for certain licenses as we go forward. Facilitating future growth in Jefferson County for the next 20 years is a part of the Visualized Jefferson County Master Plan, which I mentioned a while ago. This is in the final stretch. As you can see by the postcard on the table, we will be having an open house on March the 5th and March the 6th in our administration building. The public is welcome, and it will give you an opportunity to view what we plan and make comments on it. We highly encourage public input during that time as we move forward. The plan will go to the advisory panel immediately after the March 6th open house, and it will be presented to Planning and Zoning Commission before it goes to the council for final approval. Once that is completed, we will have a full review and we will update our Uniform Development Order to make it conform with what our goal is for the future. As part of the Visualized Jefferson County Master Plan process, many citizens provided comments that the community needs more safe places to walk and bike. The walk-bike plan that Jefferson County is developing will serve as a blueprint for safer areas for pedestrians and bicyclists to navigate. The plan is anticipated to be presented to the council by the end of this month. This planning effort will chart a course for a healthier, safer, and more connected Jefferson County. Your Jefferson County government is committed to being strong. We are required to submit and operate with a balanced budget each year. We have, I believe, the last 6 years I've been in office, we have had a balanced budget. We have not overspent for 6 years in a row. And again, at the end of 2025, that is our goal, that we will maintain the budget that has been approved. This year, our budget was 1.8% higher than last year, which is very impressive considering the continuing inflationary pressures on costs and goods and services throughout the county. In addition, this year, the county will pay off one of the 2 remaining long-term debt instruments that the county currently has. Our final certificate of participation, which is like your mortgage, is slated to be paid off in 2028. So in 2028, Jefferson County, without any future requests or commitments, will be debt-free. As we look forward, I have been asked several times, when are we going to build a new jail? When are we going to build a new courthouse? When will the county begin talking about an airport? My administration staff and I have explored many scenarios and spoken to many professionals, whether it's an architect, a designer, a contractor, or financial consultants about each of these issues. Each of these items is very expensive and will require additional funding that the county does not have at this time. I have said many times that the community, the council, and all the stakeholders must be on the same page anytime a project this vast is taken. Let me be perfectly clear. The county does not have the funding to do those things under our current budget. I have heard comments recently for some people in the decision-making process that they support these projects, but they have said that they do not want any new taxes. That approach and attitude might be politically expedient, but it's unfair and unreasonable and will sink any of these initiatives before they begin. It is easy to be against something. It is easy to be against something, but it takes leadership collaboration, and hard work to make projects like these happen. Let us heed the wisdom of the words of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States. Leadership is not only about having a vision, but also having the courage, the discipline, and the respect to get you there. Some of the opportunities we face and need to address are significant. If we all act intentionally together with a sense of purpose, urgency, and resolve, I believe we can make things happen. In closing, we are blessed to be here at this place. And in spite of my speech and how good or bad it is, this is a great opportunity to be in Jefferson County. It's a great opportunity to be where we're at right now. Opportunities are within reach. We have accomplished much, but there is still a lot to be done. As Abraham Lincoln once stated, I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep doing so until the end. Let this be our motto as we move forward. Thank you for letting me speak today. Thank you for being here and listening, and most of all, thank you for the opportunity to serve as your county executive. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending today. Northwest believes that community partnerships are critical to effective community schools, and we love and appreciate our generous and caring community here at Northwest.
As you can see in the construction happening right next to us, just one of the many projects underway from our bond issue, we have a community committed to the young people of this district, and we thank them for a chance to grow and expand our opportunities and get more involved in our school experiences.
We hope you have enjoyed the breakfast. We sure enjoy our school meals here at Northwest, and thank Chef Tori and her team and SFE for ensuring we are well nourished with lots of fun and delicious options.
We thank you again and look forward to seeing you back here next year for the 2026 State of the County Breakfast. This concludes the event, and we wish you a wonderful day.